This is the bell work for April 1st. No April Fools, I guess. Hadrian's men increased their efforts and built 430 feet of wall in one day. So, this implies a rate 430 feet per day, per one day. How long would it take to build 7,310 feet of wall? Well, they're asking me for how long, so I'm going to flip this, and I'm going to say one day, because I want days, and I don't want feet, 430 feet. So I put what I would like on top. If you recall, we used to do this quite a bit. And we're interested in 7,310 feet, so we put that on the top. And it's not per day, it's just feet of wall, so I just put 1 on the bottom. Okay, so now our feet are going to cancel, because feet on the top, feet on the bottom. And I reach for my calculator, and let's see what my calculator says. 7,310 is on top, and it's divided by what's on the bottom, 430. That's what always happens. And it turns out that there's 17 when the dust clears and settles. And the only thing left is days, so it must be 17 days. So just to review, the day on top, that's what I wanted. The feet on the bottom, I did not want that, so I could cancel the feet. That's how we know what to put on the top and what to put on the bottom. What percentage of 90 is 360? Well, it says of 90, so I'm thinking 90 is on the bottom. And so there's a percentage of 90 that is, and it's 360. So they're asking me about the percentage. 360 out of 90 is some percentage that I do not know. So percentage always has 100 on the bottom, and then I'm going to put X on the top because I don't know the percent. So it's a very strange kind of thing. 90 is the total, and yet they're asking me the percent for 360. So I know it's more than 100% because 360 is way bigger than 90. And the only question is, how does that compare to 100? Well, now notice one thing here. 90 is really close to 100. So it's not going to be that far off. It's going to be a little more than 360, but it's not going to be that much more. So let's see. We have 90 times X. We're cross-multiplying here. It's what we do. And 360 times 100. So I have 360, and then I add 2 zeros because of the 100. And then let's see, I'm going to divide both sides by 90, because 90 times X, well, to undo the multiplication, I divide. And so I'm making fractions because fractions are a division problem. That's how I undo this. And one of my zeros cancel, right? And let's see here. My 9 cancels with the 36 part. Right? And I get X is equal to 4, and 2 of those zeros survived, right? Okay, so 400 is our answer. It's 400%, I guess I should say percent, because they asked me what percent. But it's 400%, and that makes sense. 400 out of 100, it's 4 times as big. 360 is 4 times as big as 90. So 400%, it means 4 times the total. And it is 4 times. Oh, and then I need a diagram. Okay. Well, you know, if, let's see here. If 100% is 90, and I have 4 of these, that's 360, right? So, if you compare that to a situation where each one of these isn't 90, it's 100. Okay, so now we're talking 400. So that's my diagram that goes with it. So you might be able to think of a better diagram, but I bet you could. When pediatricians prescribe acetaminophen to children, they prescribe 5 milliliters of acetaminophen for every 25 pounds of the child's weight. If Zoe weighs 80 pounds, how many milliliters of acetaminophen will her doctor prescribe? How many they want to know milliliters. Okay, so I have a feeling since I want to know milliliters, I'm going to have milliliters on the top. Doctors prescribe 5. I write milliliters like that. When I was a chemist, I had to save time somehow, so that's how I wrote milliliters. For every 25 pounds, that's not a very good write. I'm just going to write pounds like this, sorry. 5 milliliters per 25 pounds. And Zoe weighs 80 pounds, so I'm going to multiply 80 pounds. And it's not 80 pounds per any kind of milliliter, it's just 80 pounds, so I just put it over 1. And here my pounds are canceling. Okay, I didn't want the pounds, I wanted the milliliters, remember. So, there's some things that will cancel here. But I guess I could, I don't know, what should I do? Cancel or just multiply? I guess I'll just multiply. 5 times 80 is 400. 5 times 8 is 40 plus an extra 0. And it's milliliters, right? The pounds are gone. And it's 25 on the bottom, and there's no units on the bottom. They canceled. And then I have to think how many 25s are in 400. Well, there's 4 25s in 100. And then it's 16 times that much. So it's milliliters, 16 milliliters. If I divide 400 divided by 25, or if you think how many quarters are in $4, whatever you want to think about. That's how many milliliters of acetaminophen her doctor will prescribe. It probably won't be just acetaminophen. It'll probably be like 100 milliliters of bubblegum flavored syrup or something to go with it. But anyway. There we go.